What's up, y'all? Welcome to Pierre's Panic Room. You know how we do it every week. We always bring a fantastic guest. This week is no different. But before I start off bringing a guest, you know I got to read these comments, man, that you guys leave in the comment section. Some of y'all, boy, woo! Y'all got some. And y'all, yes, you see I'm suited and booted, you know what I'm saying? You get suited and booted sometimes when, you know, when you feel like, you know, it's necessary, you know? Not saying it's not necessary other times, but you get what I'm saying. All right, y'all. This is from, when I had my own self in the hot seat. You know, when I did my own video, you know, I interviewed myself. Braxton says, this was very insightful. Keep going. Keep doing you, a fan and dark-skinned. Oh, damn. All right. Well, shit. All right, dark-skinned. Well, thank you, dark-skinned. You know, Braxton. All right, appreciate that. This is one of the ones that was the first time I met Nick Cannon. Someone, Romele Bill says, Pierre is corny. All right, thank you, brother. I've heard it before, and again, as long as you view it, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm corny. Let me go to your page, all right? I'm creeping on your IG page. Let's see how cool you are, Romele Bill. Okay, Romele Bill, all right? From the Steve Harvey fallout, okay, the real Q says, Pierre was on you, my G. Well, Pierre, that was on you, my G. Oh, Pierre, that was on you, my G. You got to be prepared, especially if you're getting a couple of grand. None of your business, bro, but okay. You don't know what I was getting paid for that show. That was a huge opportunity. You can't only do 15 minutes for a 30-minute set. Now, I see you all in my business, man. That's putting more workload on the headliner. It was Steve Harvey. He ain't no problem with doing some more time. Come on, y'all. Shit. I just messed up a little bit. I was a little nervous. That's all, Blair. Y'all some all right. But, hey, I appreciate the comments. I'm going to read all of them, okay? So bring them on. Whatever my staff gives me, some comments, what it is. All right, y'all. Y'all know what this show's about. And who's on the show, and y'all pretty much excited like I am. It's my homeboy, man, for 30 years. I've known this brother for 30 years, okay? There's a lot of friendship coming. In fact, he came all the way from Birmingham, Alabama to do the show for me, man. I really, really appreciate it. I mean, that's a long little drive, man. I know some people want to do 20 minutes to come around the corner for me, but that's okay. He's here. Y'all seen him. To me, he's a titan in the comedy world, okay? There's a kings of comedy. I hear all that, but he's a titan. His resume is ridiculous, y'all. You know him. You love him. He's one of my good friends. I really appreciate him coming, y'all. Give it up for the one and only Mr. Rickey Smiley! All good.
Sure, man.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Sure. You know what I'm doing.
If I would have known, I would have, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I didn't want to tell you, because I didn't want you to
right.
outdress me, because you outdressed me, man.
Golly, man.
You had a recent photo shoot that was going ridiculous, man.
I had to go and kill him. You know, you have to do a photo shoot like every 7 years.
Okay.
Or whatever, to kind of reinvent yourself. Or whatever.
I feel you.
And then this the one I didn't do the Beijing.
Okay.
So I just let the gray come on out.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
But you know, there's a lot of guys in their 60s. I got an uncle like 73.
Right.
And it's jet jet black.
Like who are you fooling?
Yeah, jet
Like jet black.
Yeah, jet black.
But look, so what made you do? Okay, so the 7 years since you did a photo shoot.
I mean, it's been about 5 to 7 years ago.
Okay.
Since the last time I did a photo shoot.
Okay.
Because I don't like to do them.
You know what? A lot of people don't realize I don't either, man.
I hate to do them.
But people say, but we got to do them in a way because
right.
You know how.
Yeah,
I used to have a headshot that was 15 years old.
The black and white.
Like, what?
That you ordered from Missouri when we first.
Man, I damn near had a pacifier in my mouth. I was so young in the picture, man. Like,
right.
I walk in the room, they're like, that ain't you, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't you.
Right.
Because I didn't like to take pictures, man. I didn't feel like taking pictures.
Yeah, man. Makeup and the lip gloss and the people touching on you.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you, who came up with the concept of the clothes? Did you have a designer?
That was a stylist. So here's the deal. I was in Chicago for 3 days. We had 3 shows with D. Ray Davis.
Okay, yep.
At the Erie Crown. He do it on New Year's. D. Ray is like my little brother.
Okay.
So I was like, well, that Saturday, that Friday, which I had nothing to do all day.
Okay.
So Chicago has some of the best photographers and some of the best stylists. It's a big city.
One of my favorite cities.
Absolutely. You know, you go in, you get your Giordano's pizza, you go get your Garrett's popcorn, or you go Uncle Remus, go get you some chicken or whatever, you know.
Right.
And so I was like, I have nothing to do but wait for the show that night. So I got up at 5 a.m. and we just shot until noon, from 5 a.m. to noon.
Now, you have some slick clothes on it, for real. Do you, is that your new look? I mean, are you the type of person say put on whatever you want to put on? Let me look at it. Or you have a
go
choice?
with different looks. Like I'm not like sometimes I'm in the mood for suits or whatever.
Right.
Then I go through my little. You have to kind of see what's out there, what everybody rocking.
Okay.
Or whatever. So I try to be updated because you're on the radio every day. So
Okay.
you went from hip hop radio to R&B
Okay.
or whatever. So you got to be. You just can't be. have on the Mighty Clouds of Joy suits with the square toe gators.
I tell you, we just did
on the Lord, on the Lord.
we just did Detroit together, right? And Detroit is heavy for gators and all that. And I remember one time I went and bought some gators from a place called, I think City Slickers or something like that, or Broadway. One was cheaper than the other. I bought them for $100. I didn't know any better. Gators would cost a lot of money.
Right.
Man, I told that audience, I thought I was proud of myself.
Across from the Anthenium.
Right, exactly. So I walked out and I said, I got these gators for $100. That Detroit damn near laughed me off stage, man. I didn't know that was a cheap price for some gators. I didn't wear gators back then. I didn't know that. They're like, man, if you don't get that damn cheap ass gators out of here, man. I said, hell no. Because Detroit is real with the gators.
There was a dude in the audience had on a blue mink. I thought Cookie Monster because the light was in my face.
Right.
And dude came in with a blue mink with a hoodie on, man. Just Detroit got that's.
Detroit, I used to joke about that.
You got to come with it.
When it comes to gators, they try to out-gator each other. I saw a dude with damn near teeth snapping in the front. He had a snout of a gator on his shoe.
Real alligators.
I said, hell no. And I tell people, the back in the days, the cameraman would make more money than the comedians because everybody want to take pictures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For intermission, all people in Detroit, when they go out, they need to have a picture of that. And him and his girl got to look alike, and you better back up and get my shoes in your shit.
Yeah.
If I don't see the shoes in the shot, I ain't paying you for that.
You better
Polaroid.
be sharp when you go to Detroit. You better have your game got to be tight, or you'll get laughed off the stage.
That's true.
Facts.
And what's cool about going to Detroit with this show was me, you, Faison, Damon Williams, Capone, and it was cool, man. The camaraderie of us, man. The years of us on stage. I do some shows sometimes. You got some of the young cats or some people that don't get along with each other in the back. It's a business. We get it. You know, whatever. But here I felt like for the Detroit show, with us, I felt like we were all cheering for each other. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. We were cheering for each other.
For me, Pierre, I couldn't even really perform at the best of my ability because that was only because I haven't seen you perform in years.
Yeah, in years.
I haven't seen Damon in years. I hadn't seen Capone.
Right.
And I never seen Faison Love perform.
When you told me, I didn't believe that.
I never met Faison Love. I've interviewed him on my morning show several times, and I never met Big Worm. And I swear, man, it was like, and we've been texting each other ever since. You, Faison, like we've been on the text ever since. It was just to watch y'all rock or whatever. It was a breath of fresh air because I hadn't seen all OGs. Well, you triple OG. I don't care what you say. Right. We might be the same age, but you've been in the game longer than me.
I started 17.
I know it.
So, speaking of that, let's go back to your situation. Yeah. When did you first start? What made you think you would be funny enough to go on stage?
I used to. I was going to Alabama State University, so we used to charge people to sit at our table in the cafeteria. So I would sit there and roast with some guys from from other cities or whatever. But we was like in high school. Okay. We would charge people a dime. You want to sit there and say you had to pay a dime.
Damn.
How
old is you? Dime.
Yeah, I'm high school class of 87.
Shit.
So
dime?
Okay. A popsicle was like a 30 cent.
You a triple OG. Shit. Goddamn dime.
In age, but we would sit there and roast all the time.
Sure.
So a comedian took me to a comedy club.
Okay.
And I saw him on stage. He was pretty good. Charles Jenkins.
I remember him.
He was a Christian comic. And I was like, I think I could do that right there. So I went back about a couple of months later, and I did open mic night.
Sure.
So I did open mic night for 4 months.
But was you afraid when you first went on stage, the first time you were on stage? Or did you feel because you were around your friends?
Well, see, I was always hosting the high school talent show.
Oh, well, you
every year in high school, from the 10th grade to the 12th grade, I was always hosting the high school talent show. And I would do impressions of certain teachers and make fun. Who is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And have everybody cracking up. So I was always in plays.
Okay.
And then I'm a musician, so I'm a pianist. So I'm always symphonic band, jazz band, the trumpet, the baritone, French horn, the tuba. Okay. I always assembly programs, all that shit.
Right.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't make no money on this.
I'm so used to doing radio.
No, okay. Right. But no, relax, man. It's what it is. It's your water over there, just in case you need to get some. Yeah, I got you. So, okay. So you went on, you started doing comedy for 4 months, amateur night. When did you take it to the next level of, did you get paid soon?
Yeah, I got paid $100 at the comedy club. Same guy, Bruce Ayers, gave me my first opportunity. I opened for Mark DeShera.
I remember that dude.
A white dude with the long curly hair.
I remember Mark.
California, Mark DeShera. And I opened for him. And then the next time I opened, he put me on the show with George Wallace.
Wow.
That's the second headliner. And then I opened for Carl Strong. And then James Stevens the third.
Wow.
Whatever. But can I tell you some history?
Come on, talk to me.
So I performed for white people for like
I was going to ask you about that.
a year and a half, 2 years.
Right.
So I went to a black comedy club in Atlanta called the Comedy Act Theater.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah,
So Earthquake and I, we used to do this club called the Spiral Gyra in Carrollton, Georgia.
Okay. No,
It's kind of like an Applebee's, and they would put a stage in the corner, and Gary Abdo would book acts or whatever.
Right.
And so he was like, come go to Atlanta with
what
me.
year was this roughly?
This had to be 90.
Okay, 90.
90.
All right, go ahead.
So he was like, hey, come on, we're going to go to a black comedy club called the Comedy Act Theater. And so we went in there, man, and we paid. We had to pay.
Damn, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
paid
who was
to get
you?
in.
Yeah, you wasn't
right.
nobody.
So we went in there, we stood in the back, and guess who was on stage?
Who?
Pierre.
Really?
The first comedian I ever saw in a black comedy club was you. And I sat there.
I told you I've been black a long time.
And I sat there. I get really excited. I'm excited just telling this, man.
No, go ahead.
Because you was on stage performing, you was funny that night or whatever, and you came off stage and you came back to the bar.
I remember that.
And spoke to Earthquake, and I walked up to him like, hey, man, how you doing? My name is Rickey Smiley. I said, I'm doing an open mic now. He was like, yeah, man. All right, man, keep doing what you're doing. Just stay with it. With it.
Okay.
And you was really nice to me the first night I met. I had been done getting more. All right. No, bro, I get emotional because nobody have to be nice to you. You understand?
Right.
We 50 now.
Right. Sure.
I get emotional, and it's not just that, because the emotions come from.
I feel you on it.
You know, I went out to L.A. Mm-hmm. I didn't have anywhere to stay.
Mm-hmm.
I was nervous because I had never performed in L.A. before.
Sure.
You let me come to your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You let me sleep on your floor.
Mm-hmm.
Then you was nice enough and kind enough to take me to the set. Because Terry Tuff stayed there too. Terry Tuff was sleeping on the couch. I slept on the floor.
That was a BET, right?
BET Comedy View. We was getting paid $150.
I remember that, brother.
You took me over there. You not only did you take me over there, you coached me. You said, hey, man, this L.A., you need to relax. Go on stage and have fun. And you stayed there with me and gave me a ride back to your apartment. I had nothing. I didn't have no money. I barely had a plane ticket. So when you asked me to come over here to do this, 2 hour drive ain't nothing.
Oh man, I appreciate that, bro. Really.
So I it really meant a lot to me, and I have so much respect for you. I see you as a triple OG and a big brother. You was one of the first to make waves for me, and that kind of got me going and got me started. So I'll never forget it. And I appreciate
that.
Want to tell you thank you.
Man, I appreciate
without getting
that.
all the emotion, I'll start crying. I'll cry when I get in the car and go home.
Oh shit!
I'll cry, but I can't cry because chicks watching.
Right. No, I ain't got no viewers, bro. You all right? Just me and you gonna watch this motherfucker. Yeah, okay. Don't worry about nobody watching this.
That's a lie. I'll watch it.
No, man. But I thank you for that, man. There's no reason why not to be cool to somebody, not to be nice to somebody in this business. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they done nothing to you, man. And I would believe in pay it forward. If I did that to you, I hope you do it for someone else, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I mentor a lot of comics because of the way you treated me. I pay it forward. Comedian Rita Brent.
Yep.
I'm the first one to ever take Corey Holcomb on the road. I'm the first one to ever. I put Corey Holcomb. He was doing open mic night in Chicago. He said, "Man, how can I get out of Chicago?" And I booked him on shows. I had him opening for me. Corey Holcomb, Rodman, comedian J.J. Williamson, comedian Rita Brent. Whatever. I mentored all of them, man, and I let a lot of comics. JB was doing it, but a lot of comics came over and slept on my couch and slept on my floor. And I treated this thing like it was a fraternity. You understand? And that's what it is, because we all go through the same stuff.
It really is, and I'm glad you said that. That's why I fight so hard for comedians, you know, to be respected. Like if I'm emceeing a show, you're gonna be quiet for the comics. Like you said, I remember I like what you said on stage. You can tease me, you can talk about me, but these brothers here or sisters, you're gonna listen to them.
Right.
I'm gonna fire your ass if you don't.
Bring all the power to me.
Exactly.
Don't disrespect the guests. That's right.
Now some comics don't care. Some MCs.
I learned from you. Because I don't have to have the best set. Here's the deal. Whoever the headliner is, it's about them. I have nothing to prove. I've performed in Detroit 100 times. I don't have anything to prove. My job is to make sure that Damon Williams, Capone, Pierre, and Faison have a good show.
Wow.
Number one priority.
Wow, right.
And I just fill in between and do what I'm supposed to do. That's what I was taught. That's what I watch you do.
Right.
That's what I watch Steve do.
Right.
And I'm just trained.
Right. Wow. That's true. But and I'm glad you said it because I feel the same way. When I'm hosting the show, I used to host a big thing in Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona. I was the MC, big theater. I used to bring like 5 shows per year, there. And it wasn't about me no more. I was like, y'all do it. Y'all have a good time.
Right.
I'll if it goes down, I'll bring it up.
Right.
Between the comedians. After that, I don't have to be the star of the show. But so many people have that ego of, I got to be the star of the show. I'm going to tear it up. And to me, it ain't about that. Just do
Pierre,
your time and do what you do.
We secure. That's why.
Well, no. Well, ding,
secure.
ding.
We don't have nothing to prove.
Right.
When you don't have nothing to prove, man, you secure or whatever. You don't have to do all that extra stuff and all that vibrato, man. You just cool.
Right. How did you wind up getting the host Comic View? I was a little jealous about that. Shit, I'm be real. I'm about to cry on this motherfucker, okay? Shit, okay? But go on. Shit, if you want to talk crying. he hell, nigga, shit. I was like, what the fuck? You get on this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you some more about this, brother. Come on, we have a time to sit down.
No.
There's a long line behind me who was jealous too, nigga. Don't think I was the only one. We all like, Ricky, what?
Well, they had to let Lester Berry host first. So what happened? They turned. You remember they turned Comic View into a competition.
Yes, I remember that.
So you do a special. So they pick 12 people to do a special, and then they vote on who's gonna be the host.
Right.
So that's what happened. I didn't know anybody.
Wow, that's what it was.
So I did this. I went up there. I had a killer set. And they said you're gonna do an hour special, right? So you go, you perform. I think they give you like $5,000.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Or
back then.
$1,500, between $1,500 to $5,000.
BET, about $1,500.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it was $1,500.
I think it was $1,500 to do the
$5,000 BET, nigga. Okay, shit.
You get $5,000 to host.
Right.
You get $5,000 to host the whole season.
The whole season. I'm about to say the whole season. You had 5,000 shows. Okay,
Right.
BET.
Right.
Everybody thought you made it when you made a BET. Like, no, nigga, I ain't make it when I made a BET.
Right. So what happened? You go host the show. You do the special, and then they decide who had the best special,
right?
And then you become the host. So I hosted in 2000 when it came to Atlanta.
Right.
So that was perfect. And then I hosted again in 2004 when I went back to LA. So what happened is when I hosted in Atlanta, the ratings was so high or whatever because I had the little Cobblestone Comedy Club in Birmingham.
Right, I remember that.
So Pierre, I was on stage every weekend. I was on stage every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So when you're on stage like that in the same spot, you develop so much material.
Yes.
Your timing is just unbelievable. Not the fact that you're a great writer. Your timing because you perform every weekend. You got a stage to work with. So you got to come with new stuff because it's the same audience every weekend.
Right, sure.
So all that experience and then it just boom, once you get out on stage like, oh, this guy's really funny. Not necessarily really funny. You just got all that stage time.
Right.
Anybody that preach all the time and he do revivals, he gonna come to your church on Men's Day and they will have the paramedics. I was like, this dude preached so good. Right. This guy is anointed by God. Not necessarily
he
preach all the time.
He been rehearsing, right? He been rehearsing, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I moved to Dallas, Texas in September 2000, right after 9/11, 2001.
Right.
And someone told me I was in, and they said, Rickey Smiley is the Bronco Bowl, right? And I said, okay, I'm thinking it's the comedy club. I'm like, all right,
I remember that.
I'm gonna go see him. I'm gonna pull up on Ricky, say, what's up at the little Bronco Bowl? So I pull up I get there, and first of all, the parking lot was huge. It had about, 500 cars. I'm like, nigga, Rickey Smiley, this motherfucker? What is it? So then I'm thinking, okay, I'm hating, so I'm jealousy. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, it's gonna be a couple people up in that bitch. I walked in, and it was like 2,500 people. It was packed. Is about that right? I said, right. Rickey Smiley and who in this motherfucker? I said, hell, my God. Everybody for Rickey. I hadn't seen you for so long. I didn't know. You jumped up really quickly. I said, what? So I went to backstage.
Yeah.
At first, I watched your show, and I thought what was so dope about your show. You came out and did yourself, and then you went intermission, like where you went away, and they showed clips of you from Comic View on screen. And you remember the piano was right there. So I was like, I never really seen no comic do that. Most comics just do jokes, that's it. And then you came out as Miss Bertrice. Is it Bertrice? Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah.
Then you came out changed by her. I was like, this thing got a whole show like a Vegas act. I said, no wonder he's at the Bronco Bowl. I'm over here at the Toilet Bowl for $200 for the weekend and shit. He had the Bronco Bowl. You had Dominique was on the show. I don't know if you remember that. Yes. Yep. And I was like, wow, Rickey Smiley has arrived.
Watching James Stevens III.
Shout out to James Stevens.
James Stevens III, man, you watching all that stuff. You watching Carl Strong. You watching comedians mix in music and their musical capabilities with their comedy.
Yeah, but you had a whole show though, man. You had comedy, you had personation, you were on the piano. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you had videos of it. It was like a real show. Did you come up with that concept, or did Gary come up with that? Because Gary said he come up with it.
Well, kind of Gary kind of encouraged me to do it. So I had all those characters and stuff.
That was really dope. Again, I had not seen a comic do that. When did you feel like you made it? Around that time, like you was on the next level. Like, okay, we passed the comedy club, we passed the little small situations.
Round about I started doing theaters like 2002, man. We was rolling.
Right.
We was doing theater seat 3,500. I would do when I would do Atlanta Civic Center.
Right.
I would do 2 shows.
How does it feel to go? Because I ain't been to that level yet. How does it feel to go from being a struggling comic to now you're doing theaters and they selling out? They selling out.
It's a lot of hard work, Pierre. Man, it's a grind.
Really?
Yeah, and I just thank God for allowing me to see some of the things that I've seen, because one of the things that I learned, Pierre, if I could do it all over again, I would do a lot of stuff different.
Really?
All money ain't good money.
Ooh, how about that?
You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in the cemetery chasing that star.
All money's not good money. So you're saying like the people you're working with, maybe that wasn't good to me?
Not necessarily that, man. It's just some stuff like, hey, you don't have to do everything. It's okay to sit up and go sit at home and enjoy yourself for the weekend and spend time, with your kids. And just like what I'm doing now. Just simplicity.
Right.
Everything streamlined, everything sleek. Like today, I woke up, I did radio, 3.5 hours. I got off, took my time. I ate some breakfast. I had a waffle and some bacon. Like I really made some waffle mix.
Oh, okay.
I put some bacon in the oven. I sat there and ate. I watched the news.
Okay.
Got in my truck and I drove over here. Came over here, took a meeting, and then came over here to do this. And I go home, go to bed, get up, do radio tomorrow, have a free day tomorrow.
I like what you said about all money ain't good money, because I'll be honest, I believe I messed my marriage up when I was younger, because I was chasing to be famous and I was doing every show and I wasn't in tune with my wife. I'd come home, I'd make the money and I'd come home and we'd go to a nice dinner on a Sunday and she's there talking about her week or whatever and I'm eating and I'm just thinking about other shows to do and I was just thinking about doing every little show. I mean, one time I felt bad. I'll tell you a quick story. I went to her job Christmas party and I remember she was there and I had to go do a 15-minute set at the Comedy Store and I left her there to go do the Comedy Store, man. And my wife was by herself. Now other people had couples and stuff and I was like, I'll never do that again. I didn't think at the time. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to chase every dollar, every situation. And you're right. As I look back, I regret it. And I asked my wife, I bought her all kind of material goods and stuff. I said, I bought you everything when we were talking about divorce. She said, yeah, but you didn't give me time. I mean, you gave me everything but time.
Right.
And I said, you know what? I'll never do that again. And that's why I like what you do with your grandkids. And you spend time with them.
The cat in the cradle and the silver spoon. Right. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then.
Is that Jim Croce or is that?
I think so. That's one of my son's favorite songs, man. That song's so deep, man. If you ever heard it,
right.
The cat in the cradle and the silver spoon.
Yeah,
time go by so fast and they grow. It's a deep song. But me and my oldest son, we always sing it all the time.
Right.
Because that was like really what we went through. You didn't have time. You was busy. Now your son grown and you got time. Now he don't have time.
Right. Sure.
It's a great story and so you go through stuff.
That makes sense. All right. So when your trajectory started moving, and I'm talking about it moved, Rickey. I'm see you were in it, but I was back there watching it and seeing when it started really taking off. It seemed like you had a real good stamp from Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah.
When that stamp hit, when he officially stamped you, like saying you like pretty much the next one and stuff, you felt that. I think you did a special. You did a special in New York or something like that. Was that
before that, Pierre? I had did some of those dates that Guy Torrey can do, opening up for the Kings of Comedy.
I didn't know that.
And so he came to Birmingham. I was on the Buck Wild morning show. Not Buck Wild from New York, but it was another Buck Wild.
Light skinned dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I remember.
Right.
I remember.
Sammy Mack. Yeah, so I was on this morning show, and Steve came because the Kings of Comedy was coming. Bernie Mac said, DL, Steve. And the energy was good on the morning show. Steve said, hey, you need to come open up for the Kings of Comedy tonight. And I was like, what?
What?
So, man, I got off the air, jumped in my car, drove to Atlanta because that was my visitation weekend. I never miss a visitation weekend for my son. Picked up my son from school, drove all the way back to Birmingham, went and found a suit, got dressed, went and found somebody to tailor the suit. And I walked up on stage. He said, you got to do 3 minutes. I had to ride. I had to share dressing rooms with Steve. I had to be quiet, speak to when spoken to. I just had discipline or whatever. And walked on stage. I did 3 minutes, and I introduced Steve. What Steve did was instead of him coming on stage with the music or whatever, he stopped the applause. He told me to come back out. He said, Birmingham, I just need y'all to know this is the next one.
Wow.
He did that.
Wow.
And I remember walking off stage, and I went in the bathroom and I just cried.
Sure.
Because you did that for me in my hometown, and they was at the Jefferson Civic Center, and he told me to come in and sit down, and there's Bernie Mac, there's Cedric the Entertainer,
Wow.
there's D.L. Hughley, and everybody's shaking your hand. I knew Said
Right.
because I used to be Said's opening act. Steve introduced me to Said. Eric Rohn was one of my first manager.
Wow, was it? Okay.
So I went to some of the places that I went to for the first time. I was opening for Said. And but just to sit there and see that and looking at this, I'm like, I hope to do something like this one day. I never did it, but I did it when I got on the Martin Lawrence Lit AF tour, and that's one of the best things that ever happened to my whole career. That was like,
really,
yeah,
and
man.
that just recently happened.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh, Ricky, we got a lot before then, but you had your own sitcom.
I did.
Yeah, I remember I came down and watched it and stuff. I think Anthony Brown was out on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What?
Yeah, sitcom.
And
then that was 2 seasons of that with J. Anthony Brown and Ray J. And then I had 6 seasons of Rickey Smiley for real.
Right,
show.
the reality show. That
Me
was
and my kids,
yeah.
radio personalities.
Yeah.
But and Dish Nation.
Right. No, I know that, but I'm saying for you to say that was the biggest thing. You had a lot of stuff. It's funny. I was sitting back. I said, I'm gonna talk to my man Ricky. I said, I'm gonna talk to my boy Ricky. We're gonna talk about some stuff that we went through and did some funny stuff.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I said, let me Google him first. I started looking at that list. I said, yeah, I'm not about to talk about all this. So you know what?
Right.
For Rickey Smiley fans, I ain't talking about everything. You can Google the rest of this in between shit.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about the time me and him and T-Rex were in Virginia, and we saw this old lady walking in there
With the white hair?
Right, and she had white hair. And I said, it looked like she got a cotton candy bush, and this boy fell out for like 20 minutes.
Man, I hit the floor.
She looked like Mary Bethune McLeod or something. She had a big old
Yeah, you and
T-Rex.
T-Rex. Y'all was walking through the mall roasting everybody. And we was at the Howard Johnson Hotel?
Yeah, that's what
the
they did.
Howard Johnson Hotel.
Yep, in
the
Virginia.
Comedy Zone.
Comedy Zone.
In Virginia. And I was just to be with y'all that weekend, man, that was everything.
Yeah. Oh, we have
everything. Every time we see, we always talk about cotton candy bush.
Cotton candy bush. That old lady had like shit. Like you just go to a bush.
Right.
Swirl up and shit. It's just the way it looked. Y'all had to been there. It was a little light up in that sucker.
Oh, man.
In fact,
they roasted everybody that walked by.
That's what we do.
Like, okay, I'm like, I need to get better at my roasting.
Oh, yeah. T-Rex is a beast with that, too, man. We loved it. I remember one time we came to Birmingham, and right after that, we came to Birmingham excited to see you. Because we were doing a show, me and T-Rex, and we said we're going to hang out with. We all going to hang out. I said, well, cool. And we waiting for you. I'm like, okay. Did he go Hollywood? Did Ricky go Hollywood on? We waited again because we all ride together.
Right.
And you did not come. You did not come to my show. I said, man, fuck Ricky. I thought Ricky was cool like that. And I turned around and I said, you got shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember you got shot?
Yeah,
we were waiting for you that day. You got shot.
Right.
We was like, what happened to Ricky? And then Ricky
Talking
never showed up.
Bugsies.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, man, I got shot. I almost died.
Yeah.
Pierre, they was robbing. All right, so I had a 300 ZX T-top.
You should have been robbed for that. You should, You should have been in trouble for that.
But no, dog. Back then,
yeah, you're right.
That was 95. If you had a 300 ZX T-top, we had to take the tops off and put the top in the trunk.
Yeah.
You was riding. It was summertime. And so on the news that morning, they found Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman's body.
Okay.
Right? And they say there's word about is O.J. Simpson had something to do with this.
Right, sure.
So I'm on my way home and somebody hit me up on the page. I look at my page, some chick done beat me or whatever because I'm hosting a little comedy because somebody hit me. So I stopped at the payphone. There was no cell phones unless you was a drug dealer.
Right, sure.
We didn't get our first cell phone until we start, doing comedy for the little drug dealer down in Baton Rouge. That's when all the comedians got their first burnout phone. You know what I'm talking about?
I know. I do know it.
Me and Corey, me and Kenny Howard and Corey Hogan, we got our cell phone the same weekend.
Yeah.
And so I started.
I'm just thinking about it too. Damn.
Nino Brown,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I stopped at the payphone. A guy was using the payphone next to me.
Okay.
The guys came out, they was robbing him. They said, "Get up." He said, "Man, they ain't got nothing." It was like, boom. They said, "Now get up."
Shot you because he ain't give it up.
They didn't ask me for nothing, Pierre.
Hell yeah. You gave it up.
I would have gave it up.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
So I grabbed my side. I started running, and then, I'm running like Ricky was when he got shot.
Oh, hell no.
On boys.
Boys in the hood.
Right. That's why I can't watch
it. No, Rickey Smiley.
Right. Not Ricky. Rickey Smiley.
Rickey Smiley. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I ended up in a hospital, and that's what happened. I got shot, and that I'm still dealing with that because,
Really?
yeah, bro, my daughter got shot last year.
Right, I was gonna get into that. Yeah,
right?
Wow.
So that was a trigger, right?
Right, it makes sense.
And it just kind of is messed up because we serve the community, and we're a family of 5, and 2 of us are gunshot victims, not by a white police officer, by our own people.
Watch out now.
From the community which we serve.
Watch out now.
I said it because that's my life. It happened. And, so my daughter got shot. So now that was like a triple trigger. It brought back my stuff. And then your youngest daughter, that's a sophomore at Baylor University in Waco, Texas, gets shot on her birthday. I'm on the air.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'm on the air doing my radio show, and I read my text message. My daughter's mother said, hey, Aaron got shot last night. She's going into surgery. I'm like, what? I'm on the air.
Right.
I'm like in the middle of a radio show.
Wow.
COVID came, so there were no flights from Birmingham to Dallas. So I had to fly to Dallas, Birmingham to Houston. So I had to fly to Dallas, to DFW, drive
to Houston.
Drive to the other airport in Dallas. Love Field.
Right.
And then get on Southwest and fly from Love Field to Houston Hobby. Only to make it to the hospital to sit outside. Can't go in the hospital.
What as a parent, what did, because I wonder what my parents felt. What did you feel? She's alive, so that's good.
Yeah.
So you had to be happy for at least that part of it. But what goes through your mind, your daughter
Pierre,
gets shot?
Let me tell you the craziest part. So my daughter got shot. I stayed in Houston for the rest of the week. And that Saturday came.
Okay.
Turkey Leg Hut, all of the restaurants, people sent flowers.
Nice.
Portia Williams, different ones sent flowers. Shaq called ever. So I'm at my daughter's mother's townhouse, and my parents were there, and my baby mama, my daughter's mother's parents were there. My other kids were there. We were all there. It was a lot of flowers and a lot of food. What does that feel like?
Yeah, funeral.
A repast.
Yeah, right.
The only difference was your daughter's sitting there on the couch with a cast on her leg because she got shot twice. And you sit there and you see all of these flowers and all of this food and people there, and wasn't nobody celebrating nothing, wasn't nothing to celebrate. Everybody was just like, it felt like a repast. The only difference was
that person was still
your
alive.
daughter's sitting there on the couch. That's the thing that I can't get out of my head. That had me feeling some kind of way. So I went to work Monday, went back to Dallas, and I'm on the air, and I probably playing Tupac, I Get Around. And I was on the air. All right, y'all, 15 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary got the tea and the clue of the day. Coming up next, here's Tupac, I Get Around. And it was like somebody came and whispered, somebody just shot your daughter. I freaking lost it in the studio. I lost my mind. This days later. And that was the first time that it really just hit me. And I had to leave work, and I couldn't go work the next day. I was traumatized. Right then, I lost it. Somebody had to drive me home. And this days later.
Okay, yeah, I was saying, why did it take days? I'm just thinking, why
Pierre,
did it take
it's just like it's just like when somebody die, man. You get so caught up in the funeral arrangements, getting the flowers, writing out the obituary, doing all this stuff. Then you go to the funeral, and then you go to the cemetery, and then when you at home and you quiet all of a sudden, or when you come off stage, bro. When you come off stage, it hit me like my granddad died.
Oh, okay, hold on. So no one really came. It's just your mind.
My mind.
Oh, that's okay. I'm about to say
it was like somebody walked up behind me and was like,
okay,
somebody just shot your daughter.
Sure.
And that shit, I fell apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm glad she's survived and all that. But, maybe the celebration, it was a celebration that she was alive, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I sit around eating and stuff. They think, Right now, it's a lot
The
of
turkey leg hut was good.
Was
the
it?
turkey leg with the macaroni and cheese, and they had some little greens, these little silver pans.
Right.
So yeah, it was good
was
because you
good.
don't get that at the repast. It's always churches. And then Baptist macaroni and cheese that you have to cut like a brownie.
Right, sure.
But you have full
I like
gospel
that kind.
macaroni and cheese, but then you have the hard But I tell you what, this ADD kicking in. Bone Crusher, the rapper, make the best macaroni and cheese of all time.
I'm trying to get him on the show.
I would put Bone Crusher macaroni and cheese.
What?
And he will not release the recipe.
3 cheeses at least?
I don't no. He
cheeses.
showed me some of the stuff that he put. People in here have had it. Bone Crusher, the rapper, make the best damn him and
I heard
his.
you saying online, but I don't know if it's true. Yeah.
Tell y'all blow up Bone Crusher. Stalk him. Tell him to release the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
All right. So with all the success, let's go back a little bit. So all the success. So you started doing all these movies and you did a whole bunch of movies. You killed it on Friday.
Friday after next.
I ain't gonna lie, you killed it, dude. I ain't bullshit. You and Mike Epps really killed it. You know what I'm saying? I said that. I was like, damn, Ricky's funny as shit in this thing, man.
Pierre,
You're funny, dude.
I went out there
funny.
to shoot my. Pierre, I didn't. Of course, I didn't read the whole script.
You didn't?
I just read the sides.
Okay,
I just need to know my part. I don't have time to read the whole script.
Really?
I just had my little side.
Right.
I just need to know what do you need me to do what?
Right.
Okay, run down the street.
Right,
okay, and I got it.
Right.
And you need me to do it. So I came back to Birmingham. I flew back out to shoot one more scene.
Right.
And I went back to Birmingham. Friday after next come out. So I go stand in line at the movie theater. I'm in Birmingham. Everybody's talking about it. They're all on the radio.
Man.
Friday after next. After next. So I thought maybe they was going to edit it or whatever. You know, I probably have an appearance.
Not like you.
So I'm sitting in there. The first scene.
Yeah.
Santa Claus climbing over the fence. And I'm sitting up in there like, man, look at this.
No, man.
So my kid's there. So when Santa Claus got hit by the limousine,
Right, flipping.
my kids started crying.
Oh, hell.
And they in there, oh my God, Dad. I'm like, I'm okay.
Right. I'm
Don't
here.
cry.
Right.
Don't
Wow.
cry. They crying. And everybody like, why are these kids crying?
Right.
And then when the lights came on at the end of the movie, people like, you just
Right.
Oh my God. And it was a really exciting moment for a city like Birmingham to have me in the theater, stood in line, paid for my ticket.
Right, sure. No, but let me tell you, you were funny. I've seen a lot of people in movies that aren't that funny, and comedians, they're all right.
Yeah.
You had funny timing, the whole look, the whole thing, falling, getting up and shit, running. The whole body language was funny.
Physical.
I had never really seen you that funny. I've seen you in some sitcoms. You were pretty cool in sitcoms, but that there was hilarious to me. I was like, the physicality of it, I was like, man, this is what
Ice Cube
changed.
let you just kind of rock. Ice Cube
See,
said,
that's
okay,
dope.
here's what you need to do.
That's dope.
But I want Rickey Smiley. I put you in this movie because I want Rickey Smiley.
Wow.
And I'm going to give a lot of things people don't know. I was supposed to be the pimp and Cat Williams was supposed to be the Santa Claus.
Hold on. How'd that go? Okay.
No, that's what I auditioned for. I auditioned to be
The pimp.
the pimp. Yeah, the pimp.
I can't imagine.
And
the
then
pimp.
Cat Williams was going to be Santa Claus. And then somebody in Ice Cube decided to switch it up.
Really?
I didn't give a damn what. I was just happy to be in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
How'd you do on an audition as the pimp? You think
I did good.
Oh, you had the part pretty much. You said.
Yeah, it was like you did good. Your audition was good.
Okay.
Like we like it. And then they just kept talking like, no, you did good. You did good. You're fine. But they was thinking, and they said, all right, we're gonna call you. And they called me back and say, Rick, can you do the Santa Claus? I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to come back and audition for that. That's easy. It's really not a lot of lines. You really just running, and it's more physical than anything.
Right.
And I got the wind, the Christmas tree scene.
Right.
Ice Cube, boom, like knocked the wind out of me twice. We had to stop.
Really?
Oh yeah.
See, he don't know that. He what do you call that? That's character acting, whatever you call that.
But
that
I should have wore what the quarterbacks wore because I got the help.
Right.
But there was a lot of people don't know about this. When they got to the house, when Santa Claus got the stuff and got to the house, so when Mike Epps and Ice Cube came in there, Mike Epps farted so fucking nasty. They had to stop.
No.
And Cube got mad. Like,
who the fuck?
It was like real eggy. It was like the nastiest, like the white dude, the cameraman was.
Oh man, if they couldn't take it, then it was nasty.
They were throwing up, man.
Oh.
And Mike was like, man, You know, and everybody was like Cube got mad.
Right,
and
sure.
Cube walked out.
Sure.
Some more people walked out. The white dudes was throwing up.
Damn.
A lot of people don't know behind the scenes.
Right.
Mike,
Cool.
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that smell. Like that smell hit your taste buds.
Ooh.
So you spend the rest of the day spitting. I'm not a spitter.
Right.
But y'all spending the rest of the day. You know
Was
how you
it-
smell something so bad. You know you smell something so bad. You be spitting for the rest of the day. Like right now, I don't even want to swallow.
Damn, you can bring that
I
back
will
up?
never forget how that smelled, man. That was like
Mike Epps is
it
a
was
mother.
just raw ass.
Rancid.
It was a dash of cabbage mixed with
ooh.
leftover greens and a couple of boiled eggs.
Wow, Mike.
Right? Mike Epps. That's the nastiest, worst part. I have all uncles. My mother had 4 brothers.
Okay.
My dad had 3 brothers.
Okay.
I've been in rooms with
they farted before. The best farters.
I had an uncle that played football for for Alabama.
Okay, so he can
He
fart
played
really
football,
well.
so they always fart. They
Right.
fart in your face. But this particular fart,
Right.
Mike Epps farted like he went down on a billy goat. It was just horrible. It was.
Was that before lunch or after lunch?
No, it wasn't no lunch. I think.
Oh, damn. They cut lunch out?
Yeah, bro. People was literally throwing up.
Come on now.
And Mike Epps don't care.
Right. He don't give a fuck.
He did a radio interview one time, and Mike Epps went to a bathroom and left the door open. He just sat there.
Wow. And it's funny, probably to Mike Epps, that fart wasn't that bad.
Right.
Because the farter never think they fart that bad. Like, man, he probably hit his interview like, come on, it wasn't that bad.
Pierre, it was bad. It was bad.
It was in your clothes too and shit. I can imagine
Yeah, it
that
had
shit.
to be-
Hell no.
yeah.
The Santa suit. God damn, the Santa suit. It's like when people smoke in the room, everybody got you go home like, damn, that's my smoke. You smell like egg and
They was like, we're gonna take a 30-minute break. And you should have saw the people that worked there. They was coming there, they was spraying, they had all kind of stuff. They were lighting incense candles, they had the smoke machine going, just all that shit. That's the one thing I remember about Friday After Next. Out of everything we did on Friday After Next, Mike Epps farted, and it was something to be reckoned with.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was the first COVID-19.
Hell no. I love it. Damn. But yeah, somebody else's fart always smells worse.
Oh, yeah.
Now, with all the success that you had, and I'm so proud of you, brother, and I mean this sincerely, I'm so proud of you. How do you circumvent, like, the jealousy, the haters in this business? Because I know I've heard them. People don't like you and other Rickey did this, Rickey that. How do you? I'm quite sure I get them, but I'm never your level because it's got to be jealousy, man.
Pierre,
or envy.
Black people, it ain't just comedians. Black people don't like boundaries.
Ooh.
And I'm one of the type of people. I'm an alpha male. I said what I said. What I say, what I mean what I say. I am my grandfather's grandson. I was raised by my grandfather. My grandfather was in the military, and that's what he taught me.
Mm-hmm.
No is no, and I don't owe you an explanation to my no. And a lot of people don't like you for that. You understand? As you get older, you understand that.
Sure. Come on
You
now.
can't do everything and be everything to everybody and give everybody everything. Still to this day. Can I get a picture? No. How are you today? I have a problem with this generation with entitlement, asking for something without acknowledging the person that you're asking something from. Where the hell is everybody manners? Don't put a phone in my face. Atlanta good for it. Put a phone in your face, put their hand on your back and pull aggressively. Women, aggressively
Right.
pull you into their camera phone.
Right, sure.
Don't speak to you, but if we ask them for something,
Right, sure.
can I smash?
Right, sure.
Can I get a drink? Can I get dinner?
Right. No, real shit.
How are you today?
Right.
Nice to meet you.
Right.
Your name is.
Right.
They don't like it, and they don't like correction. That's why braces correct the smile. See, what we dealing with now, while all these shooting, robberies, people going crazy, there's no boundary because correction has been questioned.
Ooh.
30 years ago, remember 30 years ago?
Okay.
30 years ago is the beginning of you can't say nothing to nobody kids, right? Now, what do you have? Half of us ain't gonna be looking around, doing like this, going to our car when we walk out of this door tonight. Because one of them ones that you could not correct is gonna be out here looking to rob one of these women out here, right? Because they don't like I got a lot of family members don't like me.
Really?
Because I set boundaries.
Right, sure.
You understand? And I get women attack me for raising my grandson. Cause he cute and he got curly hair. Why do you have him out there raking leaves?
Really? You think
He's only Pierre, you would not.
But you think it's because they light skin and curly hair? They tripping on that?
Pierre,
come on, Ricky.
I'm telling you, even in the family, you can't correct a niece. You can't correct a nephew. I told my sister, when I'm talking to my nephew, if you can't handle it, you need to get out and go in another room because it takes iron to sharpen iron. And I'll never let a woman oversee me correcting a man because when my daughters got their period, I stepped out of the room. That's not my place. I don't use a pad, right? So that's their mother's job to teach them how to use a pad, a sanitary napkin, and to be a woman. So when I'm talking to my son, I don't need no female interference. If you can't handle what a football coach is doing on the football field, if you can't take it, then you need to leave practice and drop them off and leave.
Right, I get that, Ricky, but I feel like the problem, because what you're angling is a lot of women. Men aren't been in the lives of these women, so men ain't around to help control. So if men ain't around, then women got to do that. Women ain't built to take care of raise a boy.
Pierre, it's a new day. Fathers are here. Fathers are here to stay. They got all kind of fathers' rights movements. I go to them. I'm a part of it. I had to go to court to get custody of my son. I got custody of all my kids. I raised my kids, right? There are so many dads out there, and the reason some of them there are deadbeat dads, but you know why the reason a lot of them are not there?
Why?
Because they're being undermined and kept away from by the mother because the relationship didn't work out. And that's a fact. I can give you stats on that. It's so many fathers' rights movement. It's so many judges that's being so unfair to men. Why do we have to get fucking? Why do we have to fucking get visitation for a child that's 50% ours? Why does some white man sitting on the bench get to tell a black man that he get to only see his son every first and third weekend? Is that fair?
Well, no, hold on. But how about you and the woman ain't got no relationships or got a bad relationship? You can't just pop up when you want to. She has a life to live too. So if I'm raising a child, I'm a female. You can't say on Saturday at 12 o'clock I'm coming over. Like, hold on, I got things to do too.
Pierre,
so how do you make that work? If me and the woman ain't together or on the same page, somebody got to set the boundaries. You can come over between this and this.
Pierre, what I'm saying is it should be more than first and third weekend and 2 weeks in the summer. That's standard visitation in most states. Right?
Right.
Because if a child 14, 15, 16 years old, what the hell is first and third? That's 24. How many hours? That's 48 hours. 48 hours in a month for a man to be trying to raise his son.
Right. I mean,
and it's not fair.
As long as the man wants to be in a relationship, it wants to be there.
Absolutely, but most men do.
Really?
Absolutely, Pierre. I'm telling you, I've been out there with them.
Okay.
I've been a part of the fathers' rights movement. I had to work hard to get custody of my son. I have custody of my grandson.
Right.
My grandson 5 years old, not because his mother won't or whatever, but he got daddy issues. He never met his dad before, but his mother feel like I think you should raise him because he's going to be a man, and I like the way I was raised, and I want you to have the same thing for him because I can't do it like you.
Right.
Or whatever. So I have him.
Right. That's good. That's
good. But when it comes to boundaries and people, man, a lot of people don't like you, Pierre, just with comedy, singing, whether you work at the bank, whether you're a pastor. Seems like people don't like no.
Okay, you're right. Now, because I want to get to that. Because behind the closed doors, I've heard people say, Ricky's arrogant. He don't take pictures. He's all standoffish and shit like that. So you just kind of said what it was. So if someone came at you right way, would you take a picture then? Or you just don't know?
Absolutely, all the time.
And give an example of a right way.
And the difference between asking for something or asking for something in front of other people is called being put on the spot. But when you want somebody to do something for you, you ask people in private, you put people to the side to ask for what you want. Right? If I worked at Foot Locker.
Okay, right.
Hey, man, what's up with the discount? You can't ask that in front of everybody.
That makes sense, right.
Well, what's up with my discount?
Right.
So it's a lot of common sense and common courtesy.
I respect
that's
that.
Missing.
But Ricky, when you get off the show, everyone's around you. How is somebody going to say, Ricky, come over here, I'm asking for a picture? You're around everybody. So how am I going to get to Ricky Smiley by himself?
If I'm gonna take one, I'll take one with everybody.
I've done it with you national.
I do that all the time.
Right, but
I do that all. But sometimes I say no when it's in a space where I can't take pictures. I can't do it for everyone.
Right, I get that.
And I have to say no. And some people respect it And some people get mad.
Sure,
and
sure.
they turn no into arrogance or no into mean. Like even when I came here today, I shook everybody's hand. I was nice. That's the real me.
Right.
Right? You know, but sometimes when it comes to some people, 'cause everybody that's out there are not like the people that work here.
Right.
Some people, man, real aggressive.
Right.
And they just kind of they are entitled. Entitlement is the new jealousy.
I like that because
Yeah.
it's funny. I take pictures of people. Here's a couple of things I ask. I say, just have the camera ready, your phone ready. If you're not the one that you normally use the phone, teach the person that's using it. Because I don't want to hold you and stand there and stand there and stand there.
You know what I do?
There. What?
I grab their phone, put it on selfie, boom, give it back to them.
You put on what?
Put it on selfie. I grab it,
Right.
boom. Because you get the control and you do it quick. So now you're not standing there holding them for 5 minutes.
Right.
And while they waiting on the other person to figure out. So I, boom, hand it to them. I say, everybody put your phone on selfie and line up. When you get to me, hand me your phone. Boom, thank you. Boom, thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Move. Keep it moving because there's a lot of people that'll wear you down. So you just have to come up with a system to give everybody what they want. So, you know what I'm saying?
Let me say, for me, it used to bother me when somebody said something negative about me, whatever, because I was like, that's not really me. Like, I don't, because people would take anything. Like, say I'm running to an airport and I'm trying to get to a plane. And I'll take a picture with somebody. Oh, he bad, asshole, and they'll talk about me. I'm like, no, I was getting on the plane. Like, I take pictures all the time, but that one person you don't take a picture with, that's the one gonna spread it. He ain't shit. Like, okay, I just took 20 pictures, man. It was the one I'm sorry I didn't get to you, but I gotta go.
You know what I do when they go live on me? I go live back on them.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up now.
I'm sitting up there in the airport and you sitting there filming me. I take my phone and I film you. So I walked up to a woman one day. I'm like, okay, let me ask you something.
I love it.
I said, how does this make you feel?
Ooh.
I said, I was over there having a cup of coffee waiting to get on the plane. I wasn't bothering nobody. You start filming me. How does it make you feel?
Right. But
right. See, it's different when the rabbit got the gun.
Right.
And now she started covering up and now you feel uncomfortable. I said, that's how I felt when you was filming me. You didn't come over. You didn't say, hi, I enjoy your work. Nice to meet you. I would have said, nice to meet you. Is there anything you need? Can I buy you breakfast?
Damn.
I am a gentleman first.
Yeah.
Oh, but I will buy
Pierre, breakfast, niggas?
Pierre, I will.
I take a picture.
You know how many bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits I've bought over the years?
I can believe that.
I bought a lot of bacon, egg, especially at Hardee's. If I take them down to Hardee's.
That's what we're doing. Hardee's is the deal. Hey, meet Ricky at the Hardee's. If you want that free bacon, egg.
I'll buy you a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I have an account there.
Right.
I pay the bill every month. But I'm just really structured, Pierre, and ain't nothing wrong with it. And everybody need to be structured. Everybody need to do what work for them. You can't make everybody happy. Nick Saban said, "It takes a real man to be leadership to be. It takes a man for leadership.
Right. Sure.
If you want to make everybody happy, sell ice cream.
I heard that.
If you want to make everybody happy, sell ice cream. And you are not put on this earth for everybody to like you.
Okay.
And all money ain't good money. And all fans are not good fans. Ooh. I tell some people, hey, don't ever support me. Because you'll never, ever support me. If you got to be like this,
I feel
keep your money.
Right.
You got other comedians out there that need support that might could put up with some of that stuff, what you own.
Right.
But I'm not on that, and you don't run me. Right. I'm the boss of me.
Oh, I know that. Okay.
And I mean it in a real nice way, because I'm a real nice person. Pierre, we go and deliver toys at 3 o'clock in the morning to probably 20 families every Christmas. We walking in projects. We buying mattresses, sheets. End up going back the next day buying basic necessities. We do community service.
But that's why people think you're so approachable. Some people might think you're nice and be like, let me approach you. And if you give them that, you ain't approaching me right. Then it's like, damn, you gave out toys. You can take a picture.
You got to be respectful, Pierre.
All right, that's it. Okay.
Just be respectful.
Because a lot of times people think that because I know you and I support you, you owe me.
You still got to be respectful.
Right. No, you're right. Because I'm like, hold on, fair exchange ain't no robbery. I gave you good comedy. You enjoyed it. We even at a point. Now, a picture is extra.
Right.
If I do that for you. I don't owe you a picture. Because do you owe me some ass? Girl, you fine as hell. I want some ass.
Right.
Okay? You take a picture, we get that. Well, I don't know about all that shit. I don't know about no ass shit. Well, shit.
What face I say? What face I say?
My picture is valuable to ass, okay? That's what that's what I'm saying to me. So if you don't want a picture with me, cool. But if you want one, I might want some ass. All right? So there we go. Shit. The fuck,
but most of the people that I meet, man, are really, really nice. And what I do now, I just set it up when I take pictures.
Right.
And it's just really, really controlled. Where I can give everybody what they want and make sure all the customers are happy.
Right.
Or whatever. But every now and then you get that one drunk or entitled or whatever that just over the top and just be doing. Everybody got every situation, somebody decide to do the most.
Right. Right.
And when they
Are you
decide
right?
to do the most, you have to correct. And correction is not, braces hurt, right?
Right. But
they correct the smile.
Right. Right.
And so now what's happening is correction is always being questioned and challenged.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel that more with us opposed to white audiences? It's a different mood to me.
What you mean, like?
As far as your space and all that, and because I have people, I have a book, and nigga, my book is $20. Man, nigga, give it to me for $10. I said, nigga, I can cut it in half for you, nigga.
Don't get me
white folks
started
don't do
on
that. They just buy it. You know.
Let me tell you something about our people, and it make me mad.
Ooh.
And I don't care who get mad.
Right.
I said what I said, and I know what I'm talking about, and I'm right.
Right.
Black people will go to Phipps Plaza,
okay,
and pay whatever the asking price is for a Gucci bag.
Yep.
And we'll go to a HBCU game,
okay,
and negotiate.
Oh yeah,
a $25 AKA T-shirt.
Ain't that trip? That's on mine.
I used to sell prank phone call CDs or whatever. The price is $20. It's not negotiable. That's what the price is.
Right.
It's just a mindset that and I'm talking about for real. I've seen it with my own
eyes. I've
experienced it. Those tables. We sell stuff after shows and the stuff that we have to deal with, but I never seen nobody ask for a discount at Phipps Plaza.
No, you're right.
Or at the Nike store.
Home Depot. Yeah,
or at Home Depot.
Right, they'll pay what they say.
You pay the price.
Right.
And as soon as they scan it, you good. You swipe your credit card.
Why do you think we like that? Why do you think we do that to each other?
It's just like sometimes, man, our people feel like since I'm black and you black or whatever, let me get a discount. It's like the hustle. Here comes the hustle just because I'm black.
I think when it comes to white folks, we got a little fear.
Look on the internet. Everybody posting stuff like "My price is my price."
Right.
You seen the new videos, the new TikToks.
Right.
My price is my price. Is my price too high? They make that video for a reason, man. They get tired of folks. You got black folks out here baking cakes. Black people got food trucks, asking people to come. Like you get people. Hey, can you come to a comedy show? Well, here's my price. Well, all I need you to say, hey. If I walk out my front door. This is the price. So you might as well let me do whatever you need for me to do, because this is what the price is.
In your long career, have you had any regrets, you think? You ever have any regrets that you should have did something or said something or did something you didn't like to do, you know?
I probably should have went, I ain't going to say go to L. No, I was going to say go to L.A. I really don't, not for real. The only regrets I have, I think I wish I would have spent more time with my kids. Career-wise, it just worked out. God has just been good. Pierre, I was doing comedy, still playing the organ at church. And the industry has been good to me, Pierre. I have no regrets. I just wish I would have met a lot more people like you and George Wallace and Carl Strong, different people that have given me opportunities, man. The kings of comedy, everybody's been good to me. Everybody's been nice. I made some bad management decisions. People that was managing my career, I've had people steal money.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Managers and shit like that?
Millions.
Okay, I'm going to go in detail, but how could you avoid, for the young comic out there, how can the comic avoid that not happening?
Don't do business with nobody with a smile and make everything sound good and don't tell you the bad side. Everything that sound good, all that slick, jivey, fast talking, I got this client, I met this person, that name dropping, everything. I get real. If you want to make me mad, start talking smooth to me like that. That slick, jivey ass talking, make everything sound good, and I got this and that.
Right.
Because guess what? The people that's really doing it, they don't even do that. Listen to this.
Wow.
Over here doing the Martin Lawrence tour, probably the biggest check I got per night, right? You don't even see the damn person
who gave the check,
who write the check. You don't even know who write the check. It just appears in your bank account. You got all your money before you perform, right? And then somebody that's paying you this much money, you got to be bothered with them all week, and then you don't get out.
Wow.
It don't make me bitter.
Right.
I just had to make better decisions with management, dealing with certain CPAs, people or whatever. And David E. Talbert saved my life.
What?
David E. Talbert.
How you say
and
that?
Lan Talbert. Okay. He said, hey, man, he saw something that I was going through with some management. He said, man, come out to L.A. and have lunch with me. I got on the plane and flew to L.A. He had a guy named Alan Nevins.
Okay.
White dude, that's a, what do you call people that do book deals? Now, not a publisher, but
A nigga that do book deals.
Book deals,
Right.
right?
Book deal guy.
Damn, I can't think of that. It was
Book
right
deal
on
guy.
right. He said, "Hey, this who you need to manage you." Named Alan Evans.
Okay.
Alan got in there, got all my stuff cleaned up, took me over to this lady named Laura Liza house. She has a big clientele, as an older white lady that's a mathematician. We got on Southwest Airlines and flew from Atlanta to LA on Southwest Airlines, and the middle seat was empty. And we had the overhead bin full of boxes with my taxes and all this stuff or whatever. And we was going through papers on the plane.
Wow.
That 5-hour flight seemed like 30 minutes. My stuff was bad.
Wow.
I owe $1.5 million. I had a $1.5 million tax debt.
What year was this? What career was? I don't know if you was looking at. Last week?
7 years ago.
Okay, so 7 years. Wow. You was really big, Rick Smiley. Yeah. Why you was doing?
Yeah. Put me with the right. I had stuff, put me with the right people. Got my business together, or whatever. Got my new radio deal,
right,
or whatever, which I just signed a 5-year deal with Urban One, and got all of my stuff together. And now I'm set to retire. I can retire right now.
Right. But how does Rickey Smiley get into a 1.1 million?
People not paying your taxes. People making withdrawals. People.
What?
Yeah.
So you relied on another person to pay your taxes, and they just didn't pay them.
Yeah, but because we comedians.
You're busy, right?
We performing. We performing. We think you got stuff. All the everybody went through it.
Right. A lot of people will. Yeah.
And stuff you don't know. We don't do taxes. We're not mathematicians. We're comics.
Right. But how do you now make sure that it doesn't happen again? Because
she sent their weekly report. You get their weekly report every week in
so
the
you
email.
Okay.
She sent it right to your phone. Here's what went out. Here's what came in. Every check I get right now, 45%, not even 50%, goes straight to the IRS. The IRS owe me money.
Damn.
I get an income tax check now.
Wow.
Because if I get if I do a show for $500. $250 going out of it immediately to the IRS, right?
Wow, okay.
So now I get a check. I get something back, and when I get that back, I sign it and send it back.
So before that,
I stay ahead of the game.
I love it.
Government owe me money now.
Damn.
But that's just getting with people that's smart, mathematicians. I have a mathematician at a CPA firm here in Atlanta, and it's a lady. She wear glasses and she's really, really quiet, but she is a math genius.
Nice.
And you go in her office and she got all that stuff on the wall, all that big clientele of A-list celebrities that they do their taxes and stuff. It's a reason why a lot of certain people are not having
tax problems.
Right.
So the person
because the IRS don't like celebrities because they just don't.
Right.
They're going to go at them hard.
So the person that was doing your taxes before, you got that off of TV at a 1-800 number or some shit. Is that who put you in at 1.1 million?
Seems like it.
Damn.
So,
okay.
But God is good.
Okay.
God is good, man. Because God give you another opportunity to fix it and to make it right.
Right.
So now you older, you wiser, you know better, and I coach young comics now. All these comedians, I say, who's your CPA? Are you paying your tax? That's my conversation. I don't care about how funny you are. All of them are funny. Mm-hmm. But let's talk business. Let's sit down and let's get into it.
That's good.
Or whatever. And then set yourself up with a check and balance. Check and balance. That's one thing Gary Abdo taught me. Where's your money? Gary Abdo used to
run the comedy club out here in Atlanta.
He runs the comedy club, man. He used to be in my ass. Where's your money? Here's what I booked. Here's what you made or whatever. Where's your money? Like or whatever. I learned a lot from him.
Right.
And I really appreciate everything he did.
Right.
The stuff that I went through, I didn't have a perfect career.
Well, yeah. Outside looking in, it looked good. It looked really good. You looked a lot better than some people's career. To be real, you were lucky enough to your talent just superseded it to where it would help you out every time. When you hit something rock bottom, your talent got you to keep on working. And the fans did that for you. They kept supporting you. There was times when you probably had to go do these shows just to pay these bills. Like really, and people didn't know that. They're just seeing you up on stage. He's doing it. Other comics envious and jealous. Hey, up there,
but
you doing?
Sued,
yeah, see
everything. You change management, they get mad and sue you like a whole
lot.
Yeah, man. You have to go through that stuff, and then you have to get past, and you have to keep moving.
Right.
You know,
right,
I know
right.
a lot of comics that's on a list that had to go to court and settle stuff out of court or whatever, and don't even have the money to settle. But you just hey, I can go do a comedy club. I can have it settled. I can have all that stuff paid off in 6 months. But you know, God just allowed me to have a nice career. I didn't want to be as famous as Kevin Hart ever. I just want to be.
Really?
Nah. That's a lot. That's a lot because you know you working a lot. You got kids or whatever. This medium fame right here, wherever I am, I love this space because I have enough space to be with my grandkids.
Nice.
Right? I don't perform in the summer anymore. This is the 4th year I have not done.
What?
Yeah. I don't do shows from the 3rd weekend in May until the 3rd weekend in August. I do not perform. I was sitting in Atlanta airport looking on Facebook, people at weddings. I can't go to funerals in the summer if somebody in my family died because I got to go do a show because I'm booked and the flight's messed up. I can't go to the funeral and running out of the church trying to.
Sure.
I just stopped performing in the summer, and I started going to the beach on the weekend and just having a weekend sitting at home. So now I'm funnier because my brain is having an opportunity to rest.
Wow.
So you get your vacation in the summer and the weekend off. And I go fishing. I go to the Bahamas. I drive. I'm a captain. I fly planes, taking flying lessons. I can fly a plane. I'm a boat captain.
Okay.
I navigate. I've got in a boat by myself and went across the Atlantic Ocean and drove myself to the Bahamas by myself.
Okay. Well, damn. Okay.
Swim with sharks. All this crazy wild stuff. You're gonna do it this summer because you're going. You are going. You are agreed.
From Baltimore to
You're going.
Southwest to do this show. So I did that. Okay, I got
Pierre,
on Southwest.
You promised me. We going. We
Man,
already have a date.
You invite me a couple times. You ain't never let me go.
Yeah, but you're going. We already have a date.
We have a date.
We have a date.
It's in the summer.
We're going to Bahamas. We're going to the Bahamas. You're gonna see. I'm gonna let you drive.
Damn. Okay.
Once you get out on the ocean, you put it on autopilot. The steering wheel gonna lock up, and the boat gonna go all the way to the Bahamas anyway.
Well, okay.
You just have to avoid the cargo ships and the cruise ships.
Really?
Yeah.
well, okay. Well, you during the summertime when you chilling, if I ain't working that weekend, I'll come, nigga. I need the money. Okay, I'm still working in the summertime, so you can reach me.
I'm setting up a show in Bimini, Bahamas. Bimini, Bahamas.
Let's go.
Is the closest island of the Bahamas to the United States. Is where Dr. King used to hang out to get away from everything. It's only 55 miles from Fort Lauderdale and 50 miles from Miami, and it's just a straight shot. If you got a nice day, you got a good weather day, you jump on the boat, go across the ocean, and go to Bimini. I tell you what, let's get your crew together. Let's shoot an episode in Bimini. I dare you to put all your folks on the boat. Hey, if y'all want to go, we can take a whole weekend. We can do it during the week or whatever. Get your cameras and stuff, pack it up, and we'll go across the ocean, and we'll shoot this sitting on the beach.
Damn.
That'd be good because you'll cut this part of the show and cut right into us sitting on the beach.
And then go right back. Come right back. No. All right. Let me ask you, on your epitaph, what would you want people to know? Rickey Smiley did what? When this is all, if it's ended tomorrow, what would you want people to know as you as a person on your
Man, I really got behind a lot of black judges that was running, and I used my platform to get people elected. From Barack Obama. I was on the radio at the time, the interviews. I had the president of the United States call me one day, when President Obama was in office, because he was nervous about Florida. He really needed those electoral college votes.
Sure.
I was literally on my boat, and my phone rang, and I answered and said, hey, is this Rickey Smiley? Yes, we have the president of the United States. And I had to turn the engines off, and I had to get my boat pointed where it wouldn't rock. Right. So I had to get the steering wheel pointed where the waves coming this way where it wouldn't, because your boat gets sideways, you get to rocking.
Okay.
So you have to.
We don't know this. Most of us don't.
Yeah,
know this.
yeah. But anybody that go fishing know what I'm talking about. So I had to get the boat. So I had to be still, and I had to sit there and have a conversation with the president. I said, what's going on?
Wow.
He said, Rickey, I'm nervous about Florida. I said, why are you nervous about Florida, Mr. President? He said that we have the votes, Rickey. We just need turnout. I said, Mr. President, I need you to come on my radio show Monday, and let's blow it up. And I blew it up for him, and Florida came out. As a matter of fact, so many people came out when they called the election, when they called Florida for Barack Obama. Black folks refused to get out of line, and they looking at the TV, and Barack Obama had won, was reelected when he ran against Mitt Romney, and people refuse to get out of line. So Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Senator, shout out to J.B. Smooth for winning the Senate seat in Georgia.
Oh, you wrong for that, dog. I'm about to say you wrong for that. He do look like JB. I'm about to say JB won that. You dirty for that. He said, "What's the guy's real name?"
Raphael Warnock.
Yeah.
But all the little Caesars commercials that Raphael Warnock is doing now,
wow.
we're real proud of that.
Really?
See how I flipped that thing?
Dirty.
You see how I flipped that thing?
He's splitting time between running to Georgia and that. You funny.
Right.
You funny. That's funny. He do look like
He
that.
do. Because I posted a picture when he won. I posted a picture of J.B. Smooth. Said, congratulations on Raphael Warnock.
That's funny.
And DL shared it on his Instagram.
That's funny. That's funny.
But yeah, man, to get people elected, man, and a lot of black judges, man, that we help get elected, because that's important. Not just the presidential election, it's those midterm elections and when those judges run, because that's where it affect you directly.
Real talk.
And all of the deltas and the AKAs and the zetas and the sigma gamma rhos, the only thing I want to see now is a black woman sitting on the United States Supreme Court. That's what I need to see. And that was the only thing that I was just kind of hoping that Barack Obama did or whatever. But it has never been a black woman sit on the United States Supreme Court. But helping a lot of black women get elected to the bench was one of the most important things that I ever done. Forget comedy, forget the TV shows, forget the movies. The people we fed, the people we clothed, the people we educated, the people we bought tombstones for. Parents that have kids have gotten killed. Man, I got accounts with funeral homes all over the country, man. And these people that I bought caskets and tombstones for don't even know that I bought it. I get calls from funeral homes sometimes. Say, Ricky, I got a mother down here, 16-year-old son got killed. They don't have no insurance. Here's the funeral cost, Rick. I'm going to go ahead and throw in $500. I'm like, okay, I'm good for $1,500 to go ahead and pay for that, pay for the opening and closing, like for years and years and years and years and years. I've been doing this stuff. Pierre, if I was stingy, I would be a very rich man right now. Everything that I have ever gotten, Pierre, I have given it all away.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Giving it all away. And you know, but God always take care of me.
Yeah, sure.
Because God used me as a vessel to do some of his work.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
A pond stink because it holds water, but a river flows. A river flows. You understand? So when those blessings flow, man, you bless people.
No.
And you have to find out how to bless people without getting mistreated or get used. And sometimes you can't let everybody know that you bless them, because sometimes folks turn into cats and then they get attached to you and they want something else. Here's for you. I got one family member. Okay, what's going on with Auntie? Well, Auntie can't pay a light bill, whatever. Okay, here's some money. Go pay the light bill. Don't even tell her that I did it. Go down to the power company. Boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, she's shouting in church because she thank God worked a miracle.
Well, he did through you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, through you.
But she don't know I did it.
Right.
So now I don't have to be bothered with her next month when she can't.
Oh, well, that's what I was going to ask you. Why don't you tell people? But
No. Because Pierre, if you tell them,
yeah,
and trust me, sometimes, man, it's just best. Even when I send money to Africa, you know, for the kids, I sponsor a girls' school in Africa.
Damn, okay.
We pay for the food. We pay for the guy to grow the food. We built them a whole water.
Nice.
Now they have fresh water or whatever. Now they know we do it or whatever.
Sure.
And they always send thank you videos. I do it with a pastor, Pastor Walter Solomon, and he goes to Africa and we give him money and we supply all of the stuff for the school over here. So we do a lot of work in the community. And Pierre, if you don't remember nothing else about me, I don't care about none of this stuff. This is just our job. But I do all of this where I can do this. That's what's important.
Wow.
What are they going to say about you when that casket is laying in front of that pulpit?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? If folks ain't fighting to get to that microphone to just express for just 2 minutes on how you have impacted their life, then you have wasted time on earth.
Wow. That's heavy. That's
you know
heavy.
what I'm saying?
No.
And that's what it's all about.
But why, how did this come out? Have you always been like that as a kid?
I've been like this my whole life.
Really? Is it
Pierre,
your mother, your father? What gave it to you?
Pierre, I was in Big Brothers of America program before I started doing comedy. Because my dad got killed when I was 6. And it is devastating to see a child grow up without a dad.
Sure.
So I go out here. I've been mentoring little boys. And, you know, people, you know, sometimes if you don't date the mama or whatever, then, you know, and sometimes you get undermined, you know, because sometimes you helping a woman out with her kids and she get jealous of the relationships and withdraw the kids. Oh, yeah. I've had it happen. And then the undermine process started. I have several degrees on the wall, not mine. Kids I put through college, they all send me their degrees.
Wow.
I have a doctor that operate on eyes, ophthalmologist. I have a lot of degrees on the wall. I have a running back coach right now. I've raised 2 college athletes out of the house that play NCAA basketball. My son is a junior at Alabama State University on the basketball team. My daughter's a junior at Baylor. My other daughter just graduated Tennessee State University communications major. I'm pro-education.
Wow.
And I'm pro-God. And that's it for me.
Man, you've done well, Rickey, man. I mean, really, I've learned more about you now than I've known before. And I've known you for 30 years. But, you know, like I said, we don't talk every day. But whenever it is, it's love. I really care about you. I really think you're a cool person. I've defended you when people said stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, I know Rickey, you know. And people act like you got to be saintly or, you know, be the perfect person.
Man,
It's like, come on, dude.
People, man, let them people talk.
Oh,
Because guess what? Guess what? I'm going to shut up and I'm going to say it when I say this. Guess who ain't saying all that stuff?
Who?
People that matter.
Ooh. Ooh, you heard
I
that?
want everybody here to remember that when all these people start talking about you, when everybody that's watching right now, when all these people got all this stuff to say about you, the people that's saying this stuff, they ain't as successful as you. They're not making what you make. Barack Obama never said it about me. Kamala Harris has never said it. Steve Harvey has never said it. Pierre has never said it. Right?
Right, sure.
Right? Rita Brent has never said it. A lot of people have never said it. Right? People that make decisions, people that matter. My mama ain't never said it. All the people that I've educated, they never said it.
I love it. I love it.
You understand?
It makes sense.
So when you start looking at who's saying it, the people that's coming to all the comedy clubs and all the sold out shows where I'm still selling out, they don't feel that way. That's a very small demographic of Negroes that either didn't get what they want or get the picture that they want or got fired, whatever, because they didn't take advantage of the opportunity or whatever. And those are the people that don't like you. Somebody that you didn't take a picture with, somebody that you said no to for something.
Or
right?
comedian you ain't
Right?
help, you know.
Right? Or somebody that you didn't help.
Right.
Not help, because I help them all. Who you didn't help enough or stop helping.
Oh
Yeah.
Ooh, watch out now.
I done had people make whole Facebook videos.
Oh, I saw a couple of them.
But it started out with me giving you an opportunity.
Right.
I got fired from the Doug Banks Morning Show. Listen to this. I got fired from the Doug Banks Morning Show. Guess what I did after I got fired? I sent him a long text message. Doug, he dead and gone. God rest his soul.
Right.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for everything you ever done for me and allowing me to be on your morning show, having a platform to do my characters. If there's anything you need, and I'll do it for free. If you come to Birmingham and need anything, feel free to call me. And again, I love you and I appreciate the opportunity. That's what I said.
Right. Instead of being mad about being fired.
Some people spit on the way out.
Ooh.
Because you have to watch it because you might have to go back.
Ooh, that wind blow like that.
You know where you been, but you don't know where you're going. And you don't know who you might need. So you have to be mindful. If this opportunity don't work out, it didn't work out because God might have something bigger for you. And remember this, everything is only a test. Sometimes God want to test your temperament to see how you're going to handle this situation before he bless you with something else.
Ooh-wee. Is this Sunday?
Yeah. Yeah. Right now it is.
Shit, wow.
But that's deep.
No, man, it is.
So you get fired from something, how are you going to handle it? Because your attitude determines your altitude.
Right, sure.
And a lot of reason a lot of us not growing because our attitudes are so bad.
No, you're so right. Even to me, I have had relationships that broke apart, say business relationships or whatever, and I was kind of upset. I used to be a vengeful person, vengeful. You know, like you do that to me, I'm doing you. But then I had to realize, Pete, let it go, move on.
You know what Alfred Liggins taught me? You know what Alfred Liggins is?
No, no.
He owns Radio One and owns TV One.
Okay.
Never get mad at anyone for making a business decision that best suits their business. It ain't nothing personal. It's business.
Right. Sure. No. Sure. No, I like that. Well, damn. Well, shit. Okay. Well, speaking of that, Let me tell you, let's just lighten it up a little bit. I feel good, but so what we do sometimes on here, we go through your IG page. We do a thing called IG creeping.
Come on.
Okay, that means we go to your page and see what you about. And I want to talk about this picture right here. God damn!
Hey, I ain't seen that one, Pierre.
Wait, that's like
I haven't seen that.
You out here looking like what's that? Shaft and the new Shaft.
That's
Man,
like,
who could this dude play in a movie? What character could this dude be?
yeah, that's on some.
That's a dope look.
Yeah, that's
fresh.
something with like somebody that know Denzel.
Well, okay. Look at that. What kind of shoes we got in here? What is that? I never seen.
Them tens, boy.
I've never seen them before.
Yeah, boy, them
Look at
tens,
look
boy.
at that. Look at the collar. Look at the cuff and shit, man. Would
I
you really
haven't
wear
seen that one, though.
Would you really wear that out? You go out with that? What would you go out with that?
I would have wore that. I would have wore that on stage in Detroit.
I know that's right.
I could have got away with that on stage.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
do that in the comedy club, but I'll do that on the big stage if I'm hosting. I wouldn't headline in that because I get hot because I'm a physical comedian.
Right.
But I'll rock that though.
But you would step out with a young lady with that outfit, right? To dinner or something? Would that be something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a killer right there, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no, man. Thank you for putting that on. But we got other pictures now. You ain't gonna thank me all the time. Well, hat die. Woo!
Okay.
Mama Shaft. That's Mama Shaft. Who that right there? That's your mom's?
That's my grandma.
Oh, grandma.
And I'm
okay.
gonna tell you something. Everybody got mad at Monique, right, for talking about
The hair,
women in the airport.
right, with the bonnets and stuff. Right?
Guess what we was doing right there? We had just got off a plane in L.A. changing planes in LAX going to San Diego. When you got on the plane, that's how you had to dress
Right,
back
I'm about
in
to
the
say,
day.
come on now.
That's me and my grandmother flew from Birmingham to L.A., from L.A. to San Diego.
Look at Granny.
And that's what my grandmother was classy.
She was cold with it. Was she cold
My
with
grandmother
it?
was classy. That's Maddie Smiley.
Is that who that is, Maddie?
Maddie McElroy Smiley. She was a classy woman, and that's how we rocked through the airport.
So she made you get dressed up too fly.
You had to wear a shirt, a tie, and a suit to get on a plane.
Hell no.
Back then.
Woo, wait.
Yes, sir. We was classy ass people.
No,
and I can show you some pictures of my grandma and my granddaddy at the club with their tuxedo and evening gown on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's classy.
No, it is, man. I was like, look at that right there. Look
Yes,
at
sir.
Look at
Come
little
on.
Ricky and shit. Ricky, damn.
Let's go. I like this part of the show.
but no, that's all we got. We just wanted to put two pictures up
That's
there.
it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Damn,
Shit.
Pierre.
But now this nigga, okay, how about that? All right. But before you get out, now here's the part of the show I like. We like to play this wheel right here. Spin the
Let's go.
wheel, okay? First of all, let me explain what some of the stuff is. So if it lands on one of these things, you got to kind of participate.
Right.
So we can do like here's one here. The biggest lie you ever told. So you can tell any of the stories you just told me in the last hour.
Right.
You can repeat those niggas. You can repeat any one of those.
I got.
All right. If you're gonna trade places with somebody, who and why?
Okay.
You know why. We have a book that has a sexual passage. You got to read it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or how you lost your virginity. Oh wow. Okay. Remember
yeah, I
that?
remember that.
Damn. Remember? Okay. A celebrity crush. Somebody you have a crush on. You know, just you got to pick the phone up. You got to call it. You got 2 minutes to get that person to either, how your macking skills are. That you going to her house or she's coming to your house. However, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. In fact, you ain't even married here, right? No, you ain't married.
I was married for 12 years, but I'm
Was you really?
I was married for 12 years.
When I knew you was married.
When I came out to your place, I had got married after that.
Oh, I didn't know.
I was
Yeah.
married for 12 years.
I did 9.
I
Yeah.
was faithful to my wife, never cheated, never
Really?
did nothing. Mm-mm.
Damn. Okay. You was a different.
That's how
kind
I
of
got
man.
to my gig because she was a flight attendant for Delta.
Is that what it was?
She still fly for Delta. I jump on the plane every now and then. She be working. Like,
Oh, you still talk to her like that?
yeah, we cool.
That's good, man.
Man, they become family.
Well, not all the time.
Yeah, not all the
Shit. Okay, I know you living a good life, Ricky. Come on now. Okay,
She's
I'm
still
telling you.
fine now.
Is she still fine?
She dated a judge in Detroit. You know the judge that be sitting on the front row at all them shows with that mink on?
That's her
I
man.
think she talked to him.
Oh hell. Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think I do know what you're talking about.
The light-skinned judge be at all the shows
In Detroit.
Yeah.
Right. Because I've done Detroit a couple times. But a lot of niggas have furs on and light skin in Detroit, in the front row. But I don't know.
Them OGs.
Well, you never know. You might be able to circle back around, Vicky. You never know.
I'm
No.
straight.
You straight now? You straight? Me and you dated the same girl one time. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
You think I'm bullshitting?
Huh?
I'll show you pictures of it.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they gotta do all the oh-ohs and shit. Yeah. Yeah. No, she was good. Yeah. Yeah. So you can win some money.
Okay.
Okay, we ain't got the Rickey Smiley money, okay? So you might not even want to open an envelope, when we pull it open. We got that, and we got, so we want you to, let's see, what does it say, callback? Oh, no, then we're going to do the callback one. So what happens is you got to give a little energy to do this.
Okay.
You spin it. Hold on.
You want me to turn around to the camera?
No. We got like this. Like okay. We got this, yeah. So we do. No, hold on. Now I need a real spin to you. Now I need a real.
No, I didn't want to do this because I watch Price is Right, and I always waited for the opportunity to spin the wheel.
Oh, okay. Well, the opportunity is here. All right, hold on. Give him a drum roll, y'all, for Ricky. Ricky going.
Ready?
All right, yeah, I'm ready now. What the hell does that land on?
Real secret.
A real secret. Is there a real secret you need to share with us that you never told nobody? You know what I'm saying? That you ain't told nobody before. Make it a good one. Okay.
I used to work at Showbiz Pizza. It's now Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. Damn, that's a secret.
And I worked in the kitchen.
Okay.
And some
don't you dare.
Some prejudiced white people out there called me a dude named Sleepy, who I went to high school with, an N-word.
Ooh.
And we made their pizza, and I took it back to the break room and rubbed our balls across their pizza before we put it in the oven.
Wow. So it had a different little topping on it and shit.
I'll never. That's a true story.
Rubbed your balls on some pizza?
Not on our balls, our dick too. Rubbed our dick
God damn, the whole
pizza. And they had got
what did they get? Sausage? One with sausage?
They had got one with meat lovers and half pepperoni. And rubbed my dick and my balls across the whole pizza. Pulled my underwear up and put it in the oven.
Come on.
Cut it up and then took it out there and watched them eat it.
I like that one. I never heard of shit like that.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, I went home and took a shower, man. Man, my thing had mozzarella cheese, bell peppers, onions, mushroom. That did look like a damn burrito or something.
Hell no.
Sorry.
Hell no.
That's a true story.
That's a true story?
Yeah.
All right, because you're such a great dude, we give what's called a swag bag, man. We give gifts. My podcast gives gifts, okay?
Yeah.
So open them up, look at them, check out what some of the stuff is, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Come on, Ricky, come on, we do it. Check out whatever.
No, I got this. You
got
signed
that
me one.
I signed you one?
I got, but I signed it, and I'm gonna give it a gift. I'm gonna get one of my favorite comedians, Rita Brent.
Oh, that's my girl.
Make this out to Rita Brent. I'm gonna give it to her.
Yeah.
Cause that's my sorrow or whatever. Okay. Rest in peace, Delta Sigma Theta. National president passed away this morning. Rest in peace. Condolences to all the members of Delta Sigma Theta and the whole Divine Nine. Want to offer condolences. I was raised by Deltas, and Delta Sigma Theta has been awesome to my life. So rest in peace. But yeah, I want that. I got mine. Okay. You signed mine. Okay. So that's for Rita Brent. But man, thank you for want me to open it?
Yeah.
Man, thank you, man.
That's a comedy. They have cards. It's like a game of comedy, a trivia game. In fact, you're in the book. I mean, you're in those card games. Okay. And you can get that at comedyhype.com/show. Well, yeah, but / something. Show.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Huh?
I'm wearing this.
Shop, my bad.
Where do you want me to wear this?
Man, whenever you want to wear it, brother. You gonna take a picture in it too?
Absolutely. I'm gonna do something.
Slim fit too. Come on now. I'm
gonna do something on my IG with this.
Man, I appreciate that. Man.
Absolutely, I support you, bro.
My hand right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot on the beach. On the beach, that show. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah, that's in there.
Thank you, bro.
One more thing. I got a bracelet in there, brother. Come on, your bracelet. Come on, man. Don't stop like that. I got the bracelet in there for you, brother.
I thought you were going to give me the other bag with the little potato chips and stuff back there. Catering.
Okay, that was
catering here is terrible.
Right.
The catering suck. I got some chili cheese Fritos, some damn Twizzlers, What else in that bag?
Well, we roll the red carpet out for you, brother. Okay, most guests don't get nothing. That's the best we had right there, brother.
Now I got to go to cookout.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah. A young sister, it's called Celestial Goddess. She makes those bracelets. That's a bracelet for you, brother. You can rock it, man. If you like it, real stone.
Man.
No BS. So you got some blue on one day, man.
Yes,
Pop,
sir.
it's a real deal, man. It's not a fake.
You can rock this with anything.
There you go, man. But no, Ricky, I appreciate you coming on my show, bro. You are a man of your word. You came. You said, brother, there's a lot of comics and people who said they were gonna come and didn't come. They ghosted me. Miss Pat.
No, she'll come.
She'll come. Well, okay. Well, she don't answer my call.
I
thought she was cool as hell, but she ain't coming.
Give her a minute.
Jamie Brown, he said come. I never heard from him again.
Well, you know Jake been sick and he way out there in L.A.
He here now. He here now.
Oh, he is.
The nigga live around the corner.
What?
You drove 2 hours. He wouldn't walk
Okay,
2 blocks.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's my homie. I was like,
I'll
what?
put pressure on Jay.
Okay, I'm like, come on, we
Yeah.
comedians, man.
Yeah, I'll
What
put Jay in
love?
the headlock.
All right, that's what it is. But no, I appreciate it. I'm so happy for you, man. Thank you for coming on the show. First of all, I really mean that. But besides that, we had 30 years of friendship,
Yeah.
brother. And I hope we have 30 years more, man. You're a good dude. I'm always there for you, man. If you ever need me, just holler at me, brother. I mean that sincerely, though. Not some Hollywood
man,
shit.
same
I'm
here.
real with the stuff, man. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Give a round of applause for Rickey Smiley coming on. Yo, you know how we do it here on Pierre's Panic Room. Every week we have some great guests. It's no different, man. I got love for the brother. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell at boom. There it is right there, man. And I'll see y'all. Love y'all. And we'll holler at y'all later.
Hey, what up? This your boy Rickey Smiley, man. I survived Pierre's Panic Room, man. It was crazy, man. It got hot in here. But hey, we made it. Thank you for the opportunity, bro. I love you.
Turn me up a little bit. Turn me up a little bit.
Hey, what up? This your boy Rickey Smiley, man. Hey, make sure y'all click the subscribe button. Did I say it right? Subscribe. Subscribe. Boy, black folks, it's some words that some black folks can't say. That's one of my hard ones. Subscribe. Click, just click it. You know the hell I'm talking about. Click it.